I'm going to give each of the members of this committee the opportunity to kind of speak for a minute and just give any thoughts that they have in reaction to what we've heard today. I'm going to start with Councilor Smith.
I believe our status as a sanctuary city is incredibly important. I recognized this about 9 years ago when I was a Multnomah County Commissioner. I authored and passed a sanctuary county status resolution, which was terribly important then, and it is really important today. The current president is likely abusing the law to crack down on the city of Los Angeles under the guise of immigration enforcement. So for me, folks in the administration have engaged in a pattern of increasingly aggressive and violent behavior to abduct Americans, residents, and even citizens from Los Angeles and other places and cities around the country, just like Portland. Now more than ever, we need to commit to maintaining Portland's sanctuary status as to emphasize that we remain a country beholden to the law, not to the personal whims of a president and their administration. At least for now. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Zimmerman.
This is an ungodly time in our community, in our country. And I think that masked, anonymous operations are completely reprehensible. They are dishonorable. They are counter to any foundational norms that this country has. What's going on in Portland right now, what's going on in the rest of this country right now is reprehensible. It will go down as the great cowards of our time. What I hope is that as we make our voice known, as we demand that they stop operations in this manner, these bastards are going to do whatever they want to do, but I'm asking you for my residents, for my neighbors, for the people who do need to sleep every night, make your voice known. The neighbors who live in South Waterfront are also affected by what we do, and I hope that you will hear my voice in that, because I don't want them to continue to have to start relocating, which we've heard about in District 4.
Councilor Novick.
I don't think that there's anything to be gained by appeasement against this administration. We should not be trying to figure out how to keep our heads low and avoid the attention of this administration, because, as you all know, the assault on immigrants, like the assault on Jews in Nazi Germany, is a horrific part, but part of a larger pattern. An administration that is assaulting freedom of the press, that is assaulting the rule of law. And I have to tell you, I fully expect that soon they will start executing their political enemies, just because Donald Trump will want to show that he's as tough as Vladimir Putin. So this is an assault on our democracy as a whole. The assault on immigrants is the tip of the spear. We're all trying to figure out what the hell to do about it. And we all welcome your thoughts and your advice on what we can do in this horrific time.
Councilor Murillo.
I know I'm not supposed to argue with people when they provide testimony, but I have to outrightly reject any narratives that some people brought up saying that ICE is keeping our communities safe, or that the majority of immigrants that are being kidnapped, detained, and disappeared are criminals. We are not criminals. I've been in the United States since I was 4 years old, and my single mother brought us here hoping that we would have a better life, and I don't think she ever imagined that this would be the time that we are in right now. And I just, I can't let those kind of comments stand, not right now. The comments that I made, I think last week, on the moral versus the bureaucratic imperative that we face as city councilors were made before we had more information about the potential violations that have been done by ICE at the McAdam building and the violations regarding their permits. If we allow ICE to continue to operate when they have violated their permits, that means that anything becomes permissible moving forward. I want to emphasize, I place no blame on the protesters for this. This is ICE's fault and ICE's fault alone. Those who have gone to the Tacoma Detention Center have not been released in 2 months. And the legal attorneys that I've been working with who do immigration law have said that it's nothing short of a miracle to get those immigrants out of the detention center. I have heard some folks in their attempts to advocate say that only a third of immigrants are getting legal representation, so the good is outweighed by the bad. And to be honest, I find that a very dehumanizing talking point because we're not collateral damage in this fight. Even if 1/3 of those people, if you had to shake their hand and meet their family members, you would not be able to say that is something less. This is a decision that is going to weigh very heavily on me. I have publicly and privately spoken to the mayor and to the police about not attacking or revoking the medic tents because they are absolutely critical for maintaining free speech, and my office is looking into this further. If people cannot protest safely, then they can't protest at all, and it is absolutely imperative that we continue to maintain people's safety. My office is also looking into the excessive use of tear gas from federal agents, the proximity they have to the school, and holding people longer for 12 hours and all the other violations of the permit that are being legally assessed so that we can figure out what our real options are as your elected officials. The incident where a Portland police officer broke someone's arm is being investigated, and my office is also looking into that. And if that level of force has been used by our own officers, that is completely unacceptable. I will update people on these matters publicly as expedient as is possible and responsible to do so, because the sharing of information can also be dangerous at this time. The federal government has now expanded the ICE police state by billions of dollars, not millions, billions. And they have direct jurisdiction over federal buildings and federal land. And they have the manpower and the money to open more detention centers if they should wish to do so. And the administration has absolutely indicated that they will. While this committee was happening, Tom Homan, the director of ICE, also stated that the federal government has turned its sights on Portland. We are going to have to be incredibly nimble in how we address this. We're going to have to work in lockstep, and our bureaucratic power as city councilors over permits and things like that will only extend so far. The power that we have is going to also come collectively from you as the people, and we are also the people. We are with you, and we're going to be with you. My office will continue to look into all of these matters, and we are going to be engaging with legal trainings and immigrant rights groups to provide more information to community members as is necessary. I am extremely grateful to everybody who came here today. I'm extremely grateful for everybody who's in the streets and who's doing legal observing and legal defense. You are giving me the courage necessary for this moment, and I owe you everything.
For myself, I'll just say, I was really concerned by the video and the Instagram posts, all the different things that have been sent my way related to the allegation of a police officer breaking someone's arm and the documentation there. And I've spent the last few years working on a community oversight of Portland police and police accountability. That's what my job was prior to coming here and being elected to city council. When we have individuals deciding that things are okay or not okay, you have things like what happened with the DA who skipped a grand jury recently and just said, no, that was okay when a police officer shot someone in I believe it was Gresham. And the thing is, when one person makes a decision, it's fast. But when a group does it, it takes more time. It's the same reason the mayor can move faster on things than the city council of 12 can or 5 before. Community oversight takes time. It's frustrating. I'd love it if an independent police review who is looking into that, it's not internal affairs, it's independent police review. I would love it if they had an answer tomorrow, but it's not going to be tomorrow. That's just something I wanted to note. I have a lot of concern around the use of tear gas. I studied international humanitarian law. That's what my master's degree is in. The use of chemical munitions is unconscionable in war. And it should be even more unconscionable when used against your own people. I do need to push back on one testifier who said that they were ignored when they reached out. I did offer a meeting and was declined. I would love to meet with you. I'd also love to go out and see the school and talk to folks there, because as someone with asthma myself, I think it's really important that we protect the lung health, the respiratory health of everybody in the city. Somebody said that they had video of a second time of a barricade being cleared. Please send that. I would love to follow up on all that. As I said, this is not the last time we're going to talk about this. I hope that at some point during my time in office, there will be a last time we need to talk about it, because we won't have ICE here. I hope that happens. We know it's not going to happen tomorrow. So this is the second meeting where we're having this conversation, and I look forward to more conversations with my colleagues, as well as hearing from you as we go. And I will say that my calculus has changed as well, based on the information I've received. So with that, it is now 4:45 p.m. Thank you all for being here. This meeting of the Community and Public Safety Committee is adjourned.